Drop the Pin. Today we'll be talking about who are we, why we're doing this, where we're going and how long we're going for.
Hi, I'm Lillian and I'm 8 years old.
Hi mate, my name is Kumatira and I'm 6 years old.
I'm Taylor and I'm old.
And I'm Dad and I'm old as well. So once again, welcome to Drop the Pin. You've just met the family, so it's a mum and dad and 3 girls, all quite young, 8, 6 and 3. We're going to embark on a 6-month trip, hopefully around Australia without rushing it too much.
Kane's not here.
Kane's not here.
He's
coming back at 11.
Yep, right
Yeah.
here. Okay then.
He's coming back at 11.
And he's just filming his thing, so
You have to go inside,
go outside.
so I don't get nervous.
Oh.
This is my first time doing this,
Okay,
so
we'll go watch
I'm very nervous.
We told Lillian, right to me.
We decided one day, whilst we're having a barbecue, that why wait any longer. The plan to always travel, but certain events just kind of fallen into place, and we said why not. We decided this about 2 months ago, and which was May, June, around that time, and we're going to head off in August. First head up north, eventually up to the Gib, stopping on the way obviously. It's going to take us about a month from Perth to the Gib, and then we're going to go through to Darwin, going to assess where we're going to go from there. If we're enjoying it, we'll continue on through to Queensland, down to New South Wales and Victoria, and back across to WA. If we've decided we're having enough, or we've had enough, we're going to head down to the centre of Australia, down to South Australia, then back into Perth from there. We're pretty optimistic, and we're realists, so we're not going to sugarcoat. If we're not enjoying it, we'll just pull the pin and come home. If we are enjoying it, we'll continue on. The family of 5 will be travelling in a 2020 Stony Creek in the SC FF6 Gen 2, which sleeps apparently 6. We're going to have 5, so it's going to be tight quarters, and it is canvas, as you can see. We have taken it out bush a few times with wind and rain, and it held up quite well, so hopefully we'll be alright for the 6 months. We'll see. And this is the car that will get us around Australia, hopefully. It's a 2019 Holden Trailblazer. Haven't done much work to it. Obviously got the light bar, radio, roof rack, awning on the side, and a 2-inch lift, Tough Dog lift, with a snorkel as well, and some diff breathers. And a 12 volt, we have a 12 volt battery set up at the back as well, in the rear, to run our fridge when we're off grid and all that good stuff. It's got a very tow ball weight of 300 kilos and a towing capacity of 3 tonne, which is more than enough for the Stony Creek. So inside the Stony Creek we have a double bed in the corner here that will sleep the eldest and the middle child. Sleeps 2. We've converted one bench into a small single bed for the little 3-year-old Emily, and mum and dad will be on our own officers' quarters, and we'll be sleeping up there, and it is quite comfortable, good sleep. So this part we're going to run through what we're bringing along. We're trying to keep it as minimal as possible. Obviously we have to watch out for our weight and fuel consumption, so I'll take you through the camper first, and I'll just do a layout of what we've got as well. If you've got any suggestions, let us know, because this is our first time doing a massive trip, and we're open to suggestions and ideas and opinions. We're going to take you through the inside like I did before. Got the bed setups, and I'm just show you a little bit more of what we've got going on inside. These boxes here, because it's minimalised living for the next 6 months, we've each got a box each. We've kind of stolen the idea off Robbo Camper. What? Roaming in the Robbo, sorry. If you're watching, we do like your show. So yeah, we've got our drawer system. That's one drawer per person, and that'll be jocks, socks, t-shirts, shorts. Under this main compartment here, we've got our 2 cigarette lighter 12 volt fans for when it's hot. We've installed a 12 volt plug down the back here for the girls, as well as one for mum and dad. In here, got 2 pumps, two water pumps, sorry, one for the main tank, one for the secondary reserve tank, as well as I've installed a Topogy water flow meter, and that will tell us how much water we have or it's gone through the system. On board we have 140 litres of water, I believe. 120 litres. To up our water consumption, we're taking along 2 20-litre water jerrys. We'll live inside in the footwell of the camper when we're travelling, so if we are off grid for a long time, when I say a long time, a week or more, we can fill up our water jerrys, and we've got an extra 40 litres of water if we need. Going on to the compartment, we have our 3000 watt inverter as well. Yeah, so what we've got in here also is a Victron battery charger, a Victron MPPT, and all our 240 volts as well to go into our 3000 watt inverter that will hopefully run our toaster and the coffee machine that we have, which is an essential. Alright, that's our kitchen there. That just pulls out, slides out the side. I'll show you that real quick. Stay there. It's our battery system. We've got a 200 amp lithium battery, also a Victron Smart Shunt, as well as a DC, so we can charge off the car as well when we're driving around. Obviously everything is fused. It might not be the prettiest setup. Yeah, everything's fused and I believe it's all safe. And our third main compartment, we have, it's just a broom sweeping. This is our diesel heater as well, keep us warm at night. Hopefully we won't need to use it too much while we're up north, but when we're heading south or inland it might get cold, so it may be used every now and then. And we've got a radio system that is kind of pointless and we don't ever use because we just use our Bluetooth speakers. We also have some drawers and cupboard systems in the Stony Creek. This is just standard storage. That's all our bits and bobs for everything we need. Extra fridge lead if one breaks. Got all our spare parts for the camper, rips, tears, anything to fix the camper with zips and all that good stuff. A couple of drawer systems, that's just a couple of light bars, clothesline, smoke detector, as well as a CO2 monitor for when we're using that diesel heater. Safety first and all that good stuff. We will clean these drawers up a bit more. I'll show you how we're going to pack everything. Before we do, under here we've just got some more plates that we are not taking with us, alfoil and all that good stuff, just an extra storage compartment. We have games and all that good stuff in there just to keep the kids busy. As you can see, we don't have a TV in here like most caravans do these days. We're just going to have to entertain ourselves. We do have iPads that we can use, as well as a Starlink, so if we want to download a movie just to chill out at night time and or occupy the kids. And the last compartment is just a bit of towels and stuff that go in there. I might change up what's going in there though, because it has no really relevance, that cupboard, because it's blocked off by everything else. We got our standard kitchen set up. We've got a 4-burner gas stove. Got some shelvings as well. Excuse all that stuff. Our water hoses, which we'll plug in and go into our main tanks. As well as we have a little bit of a grey water bucket. So if we want to capture the water, put that under, and it's fed by a hose, which I don't know. Fed by a hose in there, like that. Standard drawers, obviously. That's all our bits and bobs, as you can see. Self-explanatory, really. And knives and forks and everything else. We do have a light as well that we don't really like using, because for some reason Stony Creek offer a plastic cover, but the light obviously gets too hot and it melts it. So this is our second light and our second melt, which I don't like. Pretty dangerous. We do have a 12-volt cigarette lighter if we want to put anything in there, which we have decided to. We've got a couple of magnetised sticky lights that work off a 12-volt system, just to give us a bit more light on the outside. Extra light and water pump. I'm not going to put that on because, as you can see on the floor, I've just put it on and it started squirting everywhere. There you go.
Because you've removed the fitting.
Because I've removed the fitting, it's not plugged in. And everyone loves a good bit of greenery, so we've greened the steps up. Moving on to our storage and our fridge. This is our fridge compartment. Everything's unplugged at the moment. Just chilling out, packing up. We've got freezer, and it's a fridge and freezer. I believe it's just a an Audi fridge, but works perfectly fine, and it's big enough for us. We do have another fridge that we'll take you through a bit later. That will be going in the rear of the car as well. We do have a few things down the side here. Once again, we have to use every bit of storage we can. Sunscreen, Mozzie coils, firelighters. Is it accessible? Yeah. Moving along, next to the fridge, more storage. This is all our plates, bowls, cutlery. That will be in here. It's not in here at the moment because I'm going to take you through that shortly, and we'll lay everything out. And then we'll show you the pack up, because we are going to go away the camper in the car today. But that'll probably be on the next episode, so you'll see our weight shortly. Just dry food really will be going in here. Coffee, tea, sauces, cordial, all that good stuff will be going in there. That's more storage. Little hanging system. So all that storage. At the front drawbar, we've got a 9 kilo gas bottle. We're going to have 20 litre diesel, reserve diesel. We have an ARC jockey wheel as well. We have a 5 litre diesel for our diesel heater, and this empty spot will be for our toilet, and once again you'll see that being packed up later. Moving along, another storage compartment. Just a hose nozzle for our water, another storage, lights, just random stuff really. Everything we need goes in here. You'll see that again. Up the top, another storage. I've actually retrofitted this box. I'm not a carpenter, so don't judge me. It's the best I could do. This will store all our cans, sauces, all that good stuff. The drawer flips up. This height is perfect height for storing baked beans and all that good stuff, canned food basically, and it won't bounce around because you've got the lid. And I believe our soda stream will go in here as well. everything's dust proof as well. Once again, it is off road, so we have taken it off road. It doesn't get dusty, which is nice. More storage. We have another retrofitted shelving unit in our drawer just to utilise it a little bit more, because as you can see it was quite low and we couldn't fit anything in it. I just thought it was a waste of space, so I didn't build this one, Taylor did. I built the small one, Taylor built the bigger one. And obviously our stabiliser and our wheel brace. Small storage, that's all poles and pegs will go in there. This is our access to our battery charger, our Topogy water meter, and all that good stuff. Right here as well as this is our shower. We have retrofitted a shower awning, which you'll see in later episodes. Yeah, I'm not going to put that up today, but we have retrofitted a shower so we don't have to go off the camper all the time. 2 water tanks, forward tank, rear tank, reserve tank, main tank, 240 volt power, main power, and that charge our batteries. And this is just another access to our battery, and it's got all the fuses that Stony Creek put in. We have two dirty bags, one this side, one the other side, on our spare tyres as well. They have been worn, we just had them changed over. Underneath we have hot and cold water, gas point. So on this side of the camper we'll have our King's water heater. So it plugs into the mains gas and the hot and cold, and that's how we're going to be getting our hot showers. This side we have another 2 gas points, so the idea is to plug into the main 4-burner barbecue gas, and we've got another bayonet for our Ziggy, that we have an extended gas hose, 3-meter gas hose on it. Rightio, we'll just take you through quickly what we're bringing, and if it's going in a camper or car. Grease gun, never been used. Chalk gun or sealant gun, as you choose, just for our, if we find any holes in our camper. Spare spare bearings, which will be greased before we go, packed and greased up. Spare belt, oil, 5 litre oil, 1 litre of coolant, some lube, some heavy duty grease, WD-40, all our fluids basically will go in here, and that will live in the camper. Hopefully we don't have to use it, but if we do, it's here. Alright, these 2 bags, we have all our tools, spanners, socket set, shifters, hammers, flathead screwdrivers, Phillips, and a Ryobi toolkit. Just a standard kit. I'm not a mechanic, but I'll work my way around things. And in this bag we have all our electrical needs: multimeter, duct tape, tyre wire, zip ties, extra cabling. We've already made a few up. All our fuses and all our bits and bobs and fittings. Some electrical tape, alfoil aluminium tape, more zip ties, and some clamps, ring clamps. All our power tools, everything's Ryobi. Once again, I'm not a mechanic and all that good stuff, so I've just got Ryobi. We've got 2 batteries, 2 drills, and we have made up a socket for the stabiliser legs, so when we pull up we can just go beep, beep, beep. Obviously a charger for the battery, small little chainsaw, and an angle grinder. Not too sure why, but I thought we needed it, so I put it in. That's got to live inside the camper in one of the storage boxes. Alright, moving on to our recovery gear. Just got a King's double thumper air compressor with an extension lead, so we can, extension hose, sorry, so we can pump up the camper trailer tires as well. That's that. It's quite handy. Have used that a fair few times. We've brought another jack. That is so if we need to get in and do some maintenance on that camper trailer, we can jack the camper up instead of using our standard Holden jack. Have 4 recovery boards. Haven't got the max tracks like most people, but they do well. We've got 4 of those, 2 for the camper, that will stay on the camper, and 2 for the vehicle, and that will stay on the vehicle. Obviously a shovel if we need a dig. And in our recovery gear we have a puncture kit, puncture repair kit, 2 soft shackles rated 14 ton, 2-to-1 pulley, gloves, we have our dampener, and we have 6 ratchet straps as well, and a snap strap, tree protector, and an extension as well. Forgot to mention the axe. If we get any snagged on any trees and the chainsaw's broken, or we have no battery, and to chop our firewood. Moving on to some safety, obviously fire extinguisher. It's just a small one. We've got 2 strobe lights, orange and a red. We have an emergency beacon as well, and that will go with us when we're going for our bushwalks and all that good stuff. Moving on, we have our King's battery jump start if we run out of battery. People who have that, I understand that's a need as well. We do have 2 first aid kits fully stocked, one for the car, one for the camper, and in this black bag we have our extra first aid equipment, splint, tourniquet, ice packs, bandages, all kind of medical needs to do first aid and get us out of a pickle. This is our water, hot water system. We've just got a King's hot water system. Bayonet will click, or the gas hose will connect straight onto the camper. This is our water bag, everything water. On the top here we have a 4-way key, sorry. So if we need to access any points to fill up, we can. We have a water filter, so when we're filling our tanks, we'll run the water through the filter before we get into the tank, and the camper also has a filter inbuilt as well, so it'll be filtered twice. In this bag we just have we have a hose to fill the water tanks up. I know it's not a drinking water hose, but we drank out of garden hoses when we were little, and we're still here, so it'll be fine. We have all our random hose connections, fittings, all that good stuff, different sizes for different taps. And this little hose here is our transfer hose. If we need to transfer from our reserve tank to our main tank, we can connect this to the shower hose and then feed the other end into the water tank, and that will transfer the water that way using the pump. And just a nice little carry bag, and that will live in the camper. Alright, random stuff, obviously a toilet, must need for national parks and anywhere you're staying, really, you have to have a toilet. We've got 2 Jerry's, 20 litres and a 10 litre, so we're going to have 30 litres of diesel with us for emergencies or our reserve. And we also have 2 water Jerry's, 20 litres, that will live in the camper. Big diesel will live on the drawbar as well as the toilet, and the small diesel will live on top of the car on the roof rack. Just a jockey wheel plate or jack plate, just a piece of wood. 2 ramps, leveling ramps, as well as some chocks. And in this bag we have 3 types of pegs and guy ropes, screw down ones with a drill bit, as well as just roofer nail or roofer screws for the ground net. Sand pegs and our normal steel pegs as well, with guy ropes. We have 12 guy ropes and 10 pegs of each variety, so 30 pegs all up. Rightio, for our cooking kitchenware, obviously you've seen the kitchen 4-burner. To go with that is our Ziggy with our 3-meter extension gas hose that will go into the fixed bayonet. We have a 2-piece toaster. We have our essential coffee machine. We have our pots and pans that will collapse and have detachable handles. Obviously, baking tray. We have our kettle, plates and bowls, 5 plates and bowls, and we have a mug each as well, and a fly whizzer awayer thing. I'm not too sure what it's called. Alright, moving on, we just have a small extension lead that's to run from our inverter out to our kitchen to run our appliances. We have our 15 amp lead for caravan sites and all that good stuff to go into our camper trailer. Direct line, just some more random stuff. We have a collapsible wash bucket, I guess, for our shower. We have a collapsible King's solar blanket. We have our fixed King's solar blanket, or fixed, whatever it's called, solar panel. We have our 2 King's tables, collapsible obviously as well. One I'm using now and one in the bag. And more random stuff, fly nets, mosquito nets for our face. And a fire pit that we hope to use a fair bit. And a few last items. I'm sure I've missed a hell of a lot, but I'm not going to bore you with everything. We have a spare fridge that will live in the car. We have a small little drawer system that will also live in the car, so if we want to go out for day trips we don't have to lug everything out of the camper. It's just got our standard barbecue utensils, as well as some cups, plates, bowls, all that good stuff. That's from Kmart. We have our SUP that the kids can play around on. We're going to bring their bikes as well. We have our 5 chairs. We have our 5 chairs. We have 2 spare tyres for the car. So one down there that will live on the roof rack, and one underneath of the car as well. And that is about it for that. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. I do apologise, it's my first time making a YouTube video. I'm sure they're going to get better from now. Let us know what you think and where we can improve, and hopefully I can do that on the next episode. Thanks for watching.